Okay, solve the quadratic equation 2i z squared plus 6 plus 2i by z plus 3 minus 6i. Okay, and state why these roots do not occur in conjugate pairs. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation. I'm going to solve it using minus b formula. So minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And a, b, and c, I'm going to list them so I have them for the formula. A is 2i. B is 6 plus 2i, and C is 3 minus 6i. Okay, so I'm going to put them into the formula. So it's minus B, so it's minus 6 plus 2i plus or minus the square root of B squared, which is 6 plus 2i to be squared, minus 4 times 2i times 3 minus 6i, all over 2a, which is 2i times 2. Okay, so multiplying in the minus here, you get minus 6 minus 2i plus or minus. Okay, so I'm going to square this out. Okay, and I've this done earlier, so this works out to be 36 plus 24i plus 4i squared. Okay, minus, I'm going to multiply these out, these three things together, and you get minus 24i plus 48i squared all over 4i. Looking along this line, you'll see that they cancel out immediately, and there's a bit of tidying up to go because I squareds are minus 1, so you'll be able to work it out. Okay, so minus 6 minus 2i plus or minus, that works out to be 36 minus 4 minus 48 all over 4i. So minus 6 minus 2i plus or minus square root of minus 16 over 4i. So what is minus 16? Well, the square root of minus 16 is equal to square root of 16 by square root of minus 1, which is 4i. Okay, so it's minus 6 minus 2i plus or minus 4i all over 4i. So we have two answers. Okay, we have minus 6 minus 2i plus 4i over 4i, or with minus 6 minus 2i minus 4i all over 4i. Okay, so working them out, we get minus 6 plus 2i over 4i, and we get minus 6 minus 6i over 4i. So I multiply top and bottom by I and get rid of the i's in the bottom. Okay, so top and bottom by I and I. So minus 6i plus 2i squared all over 4i squared. So this works out to be minus 4. Okay, and on the top line you'll get minus 6i minus 2 all over minus 4. So breaking them up, so I can put this with this and this with this. So you get, I put the real numbers first, so it'll be 2 over 4 plus 6i over 4, which is a half plus 3 over 2i. Okay, that's one answer. The other answer then is the same idea. If you multiply top and bottom by I, that'll get rid of the i's on the bottom. Okay, and you get minus 6i squared all over 4i squared. That works out to be plus 6. Okay, I'll just write that over here. So minus 6i plus 6 all over minus 4. So I'm going to bring the real numbers first. So it'll be minus 6 over 4 plus 6 over 4i, which works out to be minus 3 over 2 plus 3 over 2i. So there's my two answers for the roots. This and this. Do they come in pairs? No, they don't come in pairs, and the reason they don't come in pairs is because the coefficients are not real. The coefficients are imaginary. Okay, so that's why they don't occur in pairs. Okay, don't occur in conjugate pairs because the coefficients in the equation, quadratic equation, are not real. And that's the reason, okay? That's the reason. Okay.